Welcome to No Strings Attached Street Ministry. This morning, I'm going to be frank and honest with you, and we're going to have a little chat. I'm going to tell you the truth about van life. There's so many people out there that does this lifestyle, and they put it out to be nothing but roses and a picnic. Are they true? Yes, they are true. Then you have other people that show you the struggles. Are they true? Yes, they're true as well. Then you have the ones that are depressed and fall into a abyss. Is that true? Yeah, that can be true as well. Let me sort of explain to you how things work out here. Number one, people wanting to live this lifestyle don't understand. It's not something that you can, but you can't just jump into. A little bit of thought, a little bit of preparation will get you a long ways. A lot of people look out there. What they do is they want to find a $100 van, $1,000 van, whatever their little minimum life savings is, and buy it no matter what kind of shape it's in. Well, the truth is, the cheaper you buy, the untested that you buy, the more you're going to end up having to pay down the long run. If you have a van that is basically 4 or 5 years old, 6 years old, somewhere in that neighborhood, you're going to have a good dependable van that will usually last you a very good time. But let's talk about vans itself. It's not the age of the van, it's the shape that the van is in. If the van has a lot of miles on it, most likely you're going to have continuous problems with that van. You need to prepare for that. Not saying that the van is not worth buying. You got to understand, this is your home. So if you're going to buy it as a home, you have to look at your van at a little bit different perspective. No matter what you cost, if you go out and buy a van, let's say for $10,000 or whatever, and you have to finance this van, then you're going to have to spend anywhere from $200 to $800 a month, whatever van you decide to choose, probably just for a monthly payment. And you're going to have to go out and make sure you can afford to pay that payment, just like you would live in a house or whatever. That would be considered your mortgage. But if you do choose to buy an older van, vans will last forever as long as you take care of them. My van, I've got over 600,000 miles on, but I treat my van extremely well. I've rebuilt this van over 5 times. It has new transmission in it. It has a motor in it. It has brand new brakes, calipers, rotors, all the suspension parts, all the bushings, bearings, anything and everything on this van has been replaced at least twice in its life. Radiators, calipers, headlights, you name it, everything except the interior, let's say, has been gone through. I'm talking on the exterior, the mechanical ability of that. It's something that you have to keep up and you have to keep in shape. My van, yes, I can trust this van. I know this van. I can go anywhere in this country. I know good and well that I can depend on this van just as much as someone that drives a brand new van. I have put it right up to the test against any new van out there. And I would less likely have problems with it because I've treated the way that I treat it. I change the oil, I do the maintenance on it regularly. Well, that costs money as well. But the thing is it doesn't cost enough to bankrupt you. It's not like paying a house payment. or a van payment of $800 a month. On the average, yearly, my maintenance costs probably $3,000 a month, or $3,000 a year probably, is about what I would normally put into the van. But the reason that I spend that much is because I drive an awful lot. So my van is always moving. This van is built for a ministry. You got to understand that. So my ministry takes me and travels me all over the country. If you're going to just be local, it's not so bad of the cost. So you have to adjust of what you do or what your lifestyle is. But remember, you can't afford to go out into this lifestyle and not expect to survive on nothing and not expect to not have a job. You have to have some way to support your income, to support your lifestyle. And preferably, the best job you can find is the one that you want. So if you can find a career-style job, take that career-style job, work your 30, 40 hours or whatever you want to work, but earn what you're worth. There's no reason that you have to go out here and you have to work for minimum wage and make $100 to last you and then try to stretch it all month long. There's no reason for that. So go out and make a living. Make that your priority, because in this world, unfortunately, everybody has to work. That's biblical. That's our wages for sin. That's the way the good Lord has condemned us, to make sure that we pay the price. Women is bearing, children, and men is working in the fields laboring. That's how the biblical states it. It's not all about biblical, but it's truth. Everything revolves around money. The reason that it revolves around money is because that's the way the economies are set up. Nobody barters or trades anymore. Nobody raises the garden anymore. So there's people that does certain tasks in this world that contribute to the whole round of mankind, and then we pay our price for a piece of their pies. Just like what we contribute to the world is people will pay their price for a piece of our pie. That's the way an economy works. So if you're going to be out there, trust me, you're going to have to work. Social Security, most people get anywhere from $400 to $700 for Social Security, and trust me, you're going to live and struggle just as hard out there on the streets as you would anywhere else, unless you're wise and you take your time and you understand the cost that it actually is. Yes, is it cheaper? Definitely, 100%. I'm not going to complain about that. But your van is still going to be a lot of that cost. Gasoline is getting expensive, so that's going to be a cost. I don't care who you are. I have never driven this van, even when I'm home sitting in my couch, just going to the store maybe once a day or something stupid like that. It still takes me a tank of gas basically every week to get to do what I have to do to survive life. So with that said, when I'm out on the road and I'm living the van life, then I have to park one place, and then I have to drive somewhere else to take a shower. I have to drive to the grocery store or to the restaurant to eat. I have to stop by the park to spend the day, or the library. This is still driving around town. And I don't care who you are, it's just an average. Anyone and everybody that drives a vehicle is an average of at least, you're gonna drive it. I'm sorry, you're gonna drive at least maybe 1,200 or 12,000 to anywhere from 12,000 to 24,000 miles per year. That's in the city. That's on almost an average of anyone that's actually living a life. Don't expect to park your van somewhere and then commute in buses and stuff like that. It's hard to find a parking space out there. Can you park in a city still? Yes, you can. I've done it many times. I do it every time I go out. And it's not as bad as you think it is. Can you find parking spots for overnight? Yes, you can. Can you find parking spots for the day? Yes, you can. It's very simple. Unless you want to pull out in the Midwest and pack up and go out and BFE in the desert and live like a desert rat, sweat your butt off, and have nothing but maybe a mountain to look at, are isolated away from just about anyone and everybody that you know, that's about the only way that you can sit and squat. So if you plan on doing that kind of lifestyle, expect that kind of life. Plan for that. Is it wrong to live that way? No, it's not. A lot of people are introverts. There is people that are like that. But I don't care who you are, you will experience loneliness. Even if you're an introvert, eventually you'll fall into loneliness. Then that leads to depression, and God knows where else it's going to take you. So expect to live around people. We are creatures that are meant to be with other people. So understand that when you're living this lifestyle. Prepare yourself for that. You're going to get burnt out just like you are if you're working in a job somewhere on your normal lifestyle that you're working right now. You're going to get burnt out, and you're going to have times. This is what people call vacations. So you work your whole life, and you every year you stop, and you're lucky if you get 2 years of vacation, to experience that with. If you don't take a vacation, you'll run yourself down, you'll burn yourself out, and then you'll just give up. Well, same as van life. Van life's not easy, it's tough. It's not impossible, it's just a different lifestyle. So instead of cleaning a house every weekend, you clean your house every day. You take your trash out, you wipe you brush your car down, you wash your car, you take care of your car. Whatever you do, you live in. So this is something, and it's more confined. You have to understand, if you do have a commode or a porta potty or something, or a bucket or something in your car, you're going to have to deal with that every single day or every other day. So, like I said, you have to understand and get with what the program is. It's just learning to adapt and learning to overcome those little obstacles and make those normal obstacles instead of feeling that, oh man, this is terrible, I got to empty my toilet every day. How depressing is that? Well, it is. You don't have the luxury of flushing pushing the button and making the toilet flush. I get that. But you're not paying the $1,000 a month rent neither. So you got to take the good with the bad. You have to learn to readjust what you would consider a lifestyle. So, like I said, if you want to go out there and live this lifestyle, go out there. There's times that you're going to be adventurous, and you're going to be up in the world, and you're going to want to travel, and you're going to zip through, and you're going to go see every monument, everything in the whole entire world, and that's your goal. And all you want to do is see the glory, and you want to take beautiful pictures and live a fantasy life. Can you do that? Yes, you can. You can even do it on a very small budget, but not all the time. Because unless you're a millionaire to afford that kind of lifestyle, to go to the pace that you're going is tough. I mean, it's tough to uphold that. That's why I can't stay out there all the time, because I have to come home to make enough money to build enough coffers to go back out again. But that's, I can't even afford to do that. So what I'm saying to you is, slow down. Live life day by day. Enjoy life. If it's adventurous, enjoy it. If it's a slow day, enjoy it. If it's just a day, spending the day at the mall or at the library trying to defeat the heat, enjoy it. Have fun. If you go to the beach, have fun. There's many different ways in this life to live this lifestyle, and you can't do one way all the time. So no matter what it is, even if it's going to the beach every single day, it's going to get old, it's going to get tiring, and you're going to give up. I don't care who you are. So just try to understand that that's all options, and these are all things you can do, but you have to understand that it's eventually going to get old. And when, instead of giving up, take a vacation. I parked my van at the airport, hop on a plane, and go see my daughter in Philadelphia. Just got back, actually. Spent a week up there. Enjoyed it immensely. Whole new thing. I got to see my little girl. I got to enjoy her company, and I was playing with her dog. There's so much that I enjoyed about that trip. I wish I could go again real fast, and maybe I might. But that's just the way it is. But it was a vacation away from the lifestyle. And that's what the body needs, is something to cleanse and wash all that out. And then when you come back, you're all renewed and you're ready to go. And if it's once a week, I don't care if you burn out in, say, 5 days. Fine. Find a cheap hotel somewhere. Stop. Get a small room somewhere. You can find cheaper hotels. You don't have to get the Regency Hotel or the Hyatt. Get you something that's cheaper, that has maybe a pool or something like that, and go and sit by the pool. Enjoy yourself. Watch TV. Order takeout. Get pizza delivered or something. There's so many things you can do to enjoy your time. Go to Dolly World or something like that and hang out there when you go on vacation. You're there anyway. You're not too far from any kind of place like that. All over this country they've got places like that. So take advantage of those. Make those a treat for you. And for $100, you can enjoy the whole weekend and really refresh and regroup. You can actually go take a bath, sit in a bath and actually soak, for a while and get the grime off of you. Can you wash yourself with a spray bottle and a sponge? Yes, you can. Can you be proper and presentable? Yes, you can. Can you wash your clothes in the laundromat? Yes, you can. But if you take time, you'd be surprised when you can do something a little bit different to change that monotonous thing over and over and over. Do it, because that's what's going to make it better for you and easier for you to understand, easier for you to cope, and know in your heart that that's an option. Call yourself home when you're traveling. Make yourself a home, or what you would call home. If you have family, go see your family. If you're unfortunate and you don't have family but still want to have a home, still need to find a home. So find an area that you really love in the world, or a town that you really love in the world, and consider that your home. And when you need to go home and rest, go home. Take your time, get into a motel, stay there for a week or so, and enjoy home. These are ways that people can recharge and regenerate, and you don't have to give up on society totally all by itself. So take it at that. This is, in this travels, I've done some amazing things. I've seen some amazing things. I've watched amazing things. People are, to me, are precious emeralds. I cherish each one of them. There's some that are nasty and mean and depressed, but I still love them just the same, because we as a society, all of us has something to contribute. And that's why I'm out doing what I'm doing, because I want to do my part to be able to help them, to maybe find those ones that are broken, that's not quite working on the right wheel, or might have a peg out of there or a flat tire. And I'm going to pump that tire back up and help them move on down life road. But that's what I do, and that's just my gift to the world. That's what I am out here to express in this world. And sometimes it just means for someone to have time to talk. And that's usually all it takes, is just someone to look at them and have someone to talk with and to love with. And so take that as advice, and hopefully this might help you survive van life and understand what it's actually all about. God bless you all. Have a great day. Hopefully this advice helps somebody out there.